As we enter a new decade, it's really important to reflect on how far you've come in the last 10 years. I took about a half a day to reflect on New Year's, and I realized that 10 years ago this month, I was woken up by a truck driver banging on my window because I was living in my car in a grocery store parking lot. And this year, I get to work in developing nations. I get to help people that I've wanted to help my entire life. And I'm truly living my dream, and I'm operating from the most joy-filled place that I have ever. And what's shifted in me is mindset. And I remember what it felt like to be so stressed about putting gas in my car and, pushing the little button because it would put a little more gas in there and the pennies it would save me. And I knew I could only put a couple gallons in at a time to even make it. And the stress and the fears and the belief in my head that no matter how hard I worked, I could never make more than $2,000 a month, no matter what. And that was barely enough to pay my bills. What's shifted in me in the last 10 years through these crazy highs and lows, I've gone through so much in just 10 years, is it's always come down to mindset. And if I could go back and give myself any advice, it would be that no, God didn't leave you even though you're living in your car. No, He didn't forsake you just because your situation isn't what you want it to. Sometimes He's giving you a powerful testimony to be able to help other people who would never listen to you if you haven't had something to overcome. And that He's in it all. Give your all, go for it all, but if it doesn't work out, it's because of His timing. And to surround yourself with people who are doing what you want and are feeling the way you want to feel and existing in a place of joy that you want to operate at, because everybody's going to come at you and tell you that it's completely impossible and that you're crazy, and they're going to say it as if they love you and it's the right thing. But if they're not in the place that you want to be, then you can't actually act on their advice. So be very careful of those voices. So I wish I had lived a less frustrated last 10 years. And I was frustrated because I thought things were falling apart, but I didn't realize that God really was, in the end, going to work it out for my good. And He was qualifying me for the next level, and He was teaching me excellence. And a lot of the problems were because I didn't believe in myself. And so I wanted to share this with you because I think it's important to look back at how far you've come, and then to imagine yourself 10 years from now and look back on today and ask yourself, what did you do in 2020 that shifted everything? What did you start believing? What did you let go of? Who did you surround yourself with that changed the trajectory of your future and your children's future and their children's future and the world as we know it?